had a lot of inspiration from Instagram and TikTok and all these sites. People want to know about my journey. They want to know what happened. Talk about losing weight and how I did it and how I can inspire others to do it. Nothing scripted here. It's the real me. It's also potential rain tonight. Nothing crazy. Said just gonna be a lot of wind and stuff by chance. But my truck's so filthy, I gotta give it a quick wash. So I thought, hey, why not, right? You want to hear my story? We'll rinse the truck off real quick. So I'm gonna get it in the driveway here just a sec, guys. I'd go around the block, but I don't know how far this mic's gonna go for a brakes connection, so it's gonna look a little silly, but that's okay. Thanks for joining me today. It's gonna be a good day. This should be a good video. Never done one kind of like this before, and again, requested. So I definitely want to give back to everybody that supported me and helped me through my journey. And you know, hey, if this is a way I can give back, and I don't have anything crazy of sponsorship or stuff that is like, hey, buy this brand, do this thing. I don't do that. This is the truth, man. This is what really happened. So, hey guys, we get stuff going here as we wash. In 2018, neighbor's dog ain't gonna like me. Hope that doesn't get our whole video. 2018, I was 340 plus pounds. Pretty miserable. Love my job, but the problem was I lived to work. Wasn't work to live. Didn't have a purpose, didn't have a reason, you know. It was just like, go to work, do my job, go home, sleep. On occasion, ran to Disneyland. And on occasion, had a little bit of fun, went to the fair. Took care of my dad, who got hurt as a deputy. And that was kind of life. I always looked up to my dad. I always respected his opinions. Sometimes his decisions weren't the best, but I valued him nonetheless, right? It's my dad. He was a hero. He was a deputy. Parents got divorced, and well, that's a whole nother subject for another day. But 2018 was pretty rough, and where I worked at, they brought in some new coworkers, and these guys were bad. They were really bad. One of them was what he thought was a USA powerlifter guy, and man, he'd come in pissed off and mad and look through all the paperwork from the job we did and be like, if you don't go above and beyond every day, if you don't live for this company and you don't do everything we want, we could get laid off, and because you're higher in seniority, you get everything better than us. And it's like BS. Don't abuse coworkers. He was violent, absolutely abusive. He'd have whatever his steroids and his crap and his energy drinks. He'd drink 3 or 4 freaking Reigns. Just walking in the door, the veins popping out of his head. I remember one time, everybody's like, this is calm as I get. How do you work with somebody like that, dude? Apparently the guy was in so much debt, and he had so many bill collectors and people coming after him. Again, he was making good money, but he had so many people coming after him that he was basically hiding financially, and he had met some girl and was using all her finances, so he had to get his apartment, to buy cars and stuff, because he couldn't do anything on his own. This terrible person, man. He would destroy my food. He was in the locker room, get half fucking naked and run around and say a lot of inappropriate stuff. It was bad. It was real bad. The other guy, this little twerpy dude, fucking bald, big old scruffy beard, like he was a mountain man and Mr. CrossFit. He was Mr. Military, whatever, and the only thing out of his mouth was like, screw the man, we'll handle our own problems, and you're bad, you're this, you're terrible. And he was an instigator. All he wanted to do was push other people to do bad things and sit back and watch. He was terrible too. I wonder, where the hell's the supervisor when all this is going on after 17 years in this job, right? Supervisor, first one left under mental. One before that, retired medically with cancer, who was even a worse jerk. Place I worked was just terrible, man. I don't know how I put up with it for so long without going crazy. But anyways, down all that craziness, got really old, got really sick of it, and actually started to have health problems. Age, fat, miserable. And it all kind of added up one day when my dad passed away. And that's another story too. My dad died a hero. Wasn't fair, wasn't right. Our conversation before he died was telling me I needed to do something because it wasn't looking good, and I kind of agreed with him. So he had passed away. We went through hell for another year and a half about that, and my coworkers making fun of me and picking on me and destroying my lunch and cutting the tires in my vehicle, and it was just bad. Supervisor was a young college kid, full freaking twerp too. He didn't care about anything. He was scared of those guys, so he let them get away with murder. I have zero respect for them. I'll never say their names because I don't want to credit them for anything, good or bad. Whew, some clean in here, huh? I think it was filthy, but my dad died, and it made them even worse. They're trying to get me to kill myself, and they're telling me to do all these terrible things, and finally got to the point where it just wasn't worth it. So I made a decision to walk away from everything. So that's where it gets interesting, guys. Again, I don't ask for any apologies, forgiveness, or sorry. I'm not saying I did it to myself, but I put up with it, right? That was wrong. But it was time for a change. House we had was in bad shape, so we got rid of it. Took about 6 months to ourselves with almost nothing and no bills, no responsibilities, no nothing, and just kind of figured out what I wanted to do. And I took my dad's advice. So I did the absolute wrong thing, but didn't know at the time. I went to Jack in the Box and bought a salad. I took a picture of the salad. I still have it all these years later. Went to the little local lake and started walking miles. Said we can do this. And got a little bit of results, lost a little bit of weight. Joined a gym, one of those commercial gyms. Found a trainer. He was an absolutely awesome kid, but had no freaking clue either. I'm not saying it was a waste of money, but I don't recommend it. So when that stuff kind of fell apart, I stayed at the gym, right? Kept going there. I loved it. Started lifting weights, all that. Found my favorite book from high school, the Arnold Schwarzenegger, book of bodybuilding, like everybody else gets, and learned the body types, learned about diets, and started applying it. And this is where it gets good. This is what I really want to share with you for your journey, if you so choose to take one, right? And sorry, I'm out of shot on the other side here, but anyways, so I don't like the word diet. You've already failed if you're on a diet, right? That ain't cool. So what I did was, I had my pizza one night, and I made some baked chicken. Sam's Club, Costco, rotisserie chicken one night. I didn't order the super size me meals, right? Order something a little smaller. Still had the things I liked. Just went from being an everyday thing to a treat. And I didn't really have the thing where, I was addicted to food like some people that are a little bigger. It's too depressed. So you find your reason, you make those little changes, you get used to them, and you start seeing some progress, so you keep it up. So 1 or 2 meals, change it to something like baked chicken, go a little healthier, right? Not a salad person. You like salad? Put a salad in there every once in a while. Don't starve yourself. Still go out and treat yourself. Just be cautious. So I went out to eat and go to Denny's, and would get an egg omelet, something a little lighter, right? And the crazy part is, it worked. 296 from 340. Being active, working out at the gym, meeting new friends, meeting supportive people, few haters. Kept going. So me, started feeling good about this, started hitting like 280, 270. Had a relapse. Probably put on 15, 20 pounds, job change, got back in the world, got active again. Had to learn to balance those things. So work a 12-hour shift. Gym was across the street, was an all-night gym. Nobody in there. Could get out of work, get an hour workout in, go home, get some sleep, get up and do it again. I'm not saying it was brutal, but it's because I wanted to, right? And then I know that wasn't any really good gyms around me that I knew of at the time, and we all know Gold's Gym in Venice, California is kind of the place to go. So I drove 7.5, 8 hours, slept in the back of truck, and went in and worked out with the legends, with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jay Cutler's trainers and Charles Glass and Mike O'Hearn, all those people. Tried to learn, be around those guys, and then got everything I learned kind of from them and Gold's Gym and brought it back and used it here and kept playing around. And eventually had the chance to compete. It was about 260, 250, somewhere in there. And wanted to compete to kind of celebrate that I dropped 60, 80 pounds, I was doing well. And I just I only had one goal at this first competition, was don't be an embarrassment. I don't want to be the big fat guy that has no clue what he's doing, right? So I'd go to Muscle Beach, drive all the way out there, go work out at Muscle Beach, learn everything I can from these guys, learn posing and YouTube and everything I could till I got better. And crazy enough, one of the park rangers is actually one of the coolest guys, and if you get to see this video, massive shout out to the park rangers at Venice that run Muscle Beach. He kept telling me what I was lacking. But he kept seeing the fact that every time I went out there, all the way out there to Muscle Beach, and I worked out, that I went on that little stage outside the little outdoor gym, and I would get all kinds of people that were inside working out and inspire them to come pose with me. And we drew some crowds. And it felt good. It was like, wow, and get to tell people, hey, look, I'm doing this, I'm getting better. It was a cool feeling, man. Park rangers, everybody saw it, and they're like, we believe in you. We know you got this. You can do this. So when I found that inspiration, when I go back to Arizona, back home, I worked out harder, trained harder. Those junk meals that I was eating all the time with one or two healthy meals, those turned into a lot more baked chicken. God, I love enchiladas. So I found 0 carb tortillas. I found out that I could put enchilada sauce on that chicken, and I could reinvent them. Kind of like the Taco Bell, we could take 4 ingredients and make 80 products, right? And it worked. When I had that goal of standing on that stage, that took everything and just tied it all together. It was great. Again, as I tell you on your journey, man, stay active. Start small. You can still eat a couple potato chips here and there. Just don't eat a whole bag, right? Just start cutting those things out a little bit at a time. Get rid of that pizza one day and have the baked chicken. You can make it just as much flavor. We kept doing that, kept working on it. Again, competition came up, I went out there. And it was probably the best day I had past meeting my best friend. You know who you are. And the memories with my dad before he passed away. That was the best day I'd had in 3-4 years. And when I went on that stage, I wasn't the biggest guy. I was big, but not the leanest, and things weren't great. And I felt big, but not in the right way compared to those bodybuilders. But Joe Wheatley and Muscle Beach out there, dude, 3rd place in bodybuilding. Oh my God. And they read a story about what I'd been through and what my dad did, and the people that I started to inspire. It was incredible. That became pure fire and pure motivation to do better. It was awesome, guys. It was so incredible. They dedicated the show to the memory of my dad. And if you look on YouTube, you'll see my video of that day. It was awesome. That is an incredibly proud moment. I know my dad was looking down. I know he was happy. So that was that. And then came back going, I could do better. So that's where we started learning about supplements and protein and a lot more YouTube videos. I'm going to give a shout out to Jeff Nippard. His body recomposition and dieting and all that stuff, dude, made a massive difference. So I got even leaner and better and learned about the NPC and IFBB and all these competitions. And Mr. Jay Cutler's kind of a inspiration in a sense that he was the underdog. You know, he had won a couple Olympias and then kind of fell behind. They thought he was a has-been, but then he pulled through. And, you know, I kind of felt like the same. I was the underdog. I didn't know. I tried to find some coaches. I don't even want to begin to tell you how bad. $300 to have this conversation, kind of like I'm talking to you guys about. I'm like, knowledge is power, but $300 just to talk to you? Nah. So use the internet, use research. Jeff Nippard, everybody else. Yeah, I'm cheating. The towel. I use that stuff, and man, I got myself down to 240. One of the things of advice I'll give you is we have a couple low calorie days and not starving myself, but got my chicken, got my protein, got some amino acids, yohimbine, things like that going on. Beetroot for some vascularity to get some veins popping at the gym. A little tired, you know, not enough calories, deficit, losing weight. Push through it. But here's the crazy part, your body adjusts to it, and I would stall out. I'm like, I don't get it. I'm not eating very much. It's protein, low carb. Feel like crap. Not gaining anything. Not losing any weight. Well, what I learned is your body adjusts. Like you stop fidgeting. You stop being as active. And your body's smart enough to go, man, I'm going to run less energy because I'm getting less energy. Well, I ain't going to lose weight doing that. So what ended up happening was I found out that was the excuse that the fat version of me wanted to hear. Let's go to Denny's. So once a week, I got a reasonable cheat meal. And that kicked it up. And I thought, wow, that's cool. You know, the whole thing, you can't outrun a bad diet. Well, you can't eat 1,500 calories and go sit on a treadmill for an hour and think you're going to lose it. Ain't going to work. So thought process was, when the body adjusts, you got two choices: more cardio or go get a cheat meal. I don't know about you, sitting down eating a fucking hamburger sounds a whole lot better to me than an hour of cardio. I know, it did work. It broke the plateau and kept losing weight. And the same principles then would apply now that we're down in the low 200s. We're leaning out, body fat's coming down from 23, 24% some of the last shows to now getting down to below 16. Having visible abs for the first time in my life is incredible. If I do it, you can do it. It's exactly the same thing I said before. I just cut out the crap on occasion. And the crazy part about carbs, there's something to be said about it. Obviously, you're not going to be healthy doing it, but you can take the carbs, keep them low, make a little room in there for a can of soda every once in a while or something. Again, simple carbs versus complex, whole nother story, but I'd make room for a little snack here and there so I didn't go crazy. Eat a couple french fries here and there. It's good. So that's got me down now low 200s, and like washing this truck, man. Washing this truck's kind of a booger, but it's definitely a whole lot better than sitting on a treadmill, right? Feels good. Between all that, did NPC, did an incredible show. won an open for the first time in my life. Huge, incredible inspiration. And it just made me work harder, keep pushing harder. The cool thing, again, sharing in this is that I post a couple of videos on Instagram and I get a whole bunch of positivity that, dude, you beat the odds. You're one of the few that managed to do this. How'd you do it? And it's like, we believe in you. Your progress is incredible. You keep getting better every time we see you. And it's like, thank you. Took that inspiration from all these guys and all this from these bodybuilding shows and just keep getting better. And of course, there's one or two haters. You shouldn't do this. You should quit. You're a disgrace. And it's like, to who? Let's see your pictures, man. You freaking keyboard warrior. Go look at pictures and it's got a 16, 17-year-old kid posing in a bathroom. I'm like, wow, dude, you make the garbage can look awesome. Great job. I had the guts to stand on a fucking national stage. And I took 3rd place in the nation. And I took it looking less than perfect. So, underdog, I won. Been great. But the inspiration, some of the stories, again, they're kind of private, these guys, but everybody's like, we believe in you. We support you. Keep going. We were at Olympia. We were at the expo. And incredible to meet some of these people that I talked to online on Instagram and on YouTube here that told me how much of an inspiration I am, that if I can do it, they can do it, and how I've helped change their lives. And I thought, wow, that's a great way to get those bullies back, isn't it? To become successful. And of course, that's just pure energy for me to keep working even harder, showing I can do it. It's incredible to inspire people. I never, ever again thought I'd be doing that. I mean, I tell you guys that I lost some weight, stood on a stage to honor the memory of my dad, and oh my God, 3.5, 4 million people watching. Wow, thank you. Beyond words, what do I say? I mean, hell of a way to honor the memory of my dad, huh? It's a hell of a way to say thank you to Joe Wheatley and Wings of Strength and everybody else that's helped me on my journey. I'm saying thank you to you watching this. If I can do this, you can do this. Bottom line is, you don't need fancy gyms and thousands of dollars of supplements. I mean, message me on Instagram on 303 Bodybuilding. I'll tell you exactly what I was using. It's not crazy steroids. It's not insane, weight loss supplements. It was just eating a little bit better and getting the protein and the macros right. Again, Jeff Nippard's video, Body Recomposition. It's free to watch. I hope he inspires you too. It's been a great journey. Stay humble, and I keep saying the better I get and the leaner I get and the bigger and the better we do with social media and the better I do as an influencer and the more people I get to help and the more we go own those stages and prove that the underdog can be a champion too, that we can all do this if we put our minds to it. The more I get with this, the more I'm going to get back. That's my promise. I started humble, I stay humble, and we'll leave humble, right? Arizona allergies, sorry guys. But I'm keeping it real. This is me. It's nothing like going to the gym and working out a set and be like, sorry guys. This is the real me. This is reality, man. Losing weight isn't easy, but it doesn't have to be miserable. It can be fun. Beyond the weight loss stuff, man, the only thing stopping you from accomplishing your goals and living your life and fulfilling your dreams is right here. You like computers? Go get it. Start a webcast about it. Start a YouTube channel. Do an Instagram like me. Inspire others as you learn and grow, and show them how they can do it. Be honest. Be real. Be yourself. When you get those haters, think about it this way: they're watching and they're giving you all the fuel in the world. The more the hate they have, more tell you you're disrespectful, you're terrible, do this. Use it as fuel. Use it to drive it harder. Whatever it is, you want to be a mechanic? Go learn. But when you do learn and you buy that, secondhand Lamborghini or Ferrari and you rebuild it, give me a call. I'd love to go around the block with you guys in that. That'd be fun. You want to do fitness? Want to become a model? Do it. Don't let anybody stop you. You want to make videos of cats? Go for it. I'll make some of my iguana for you. We'll tag in. It doesn't matter what it is, except that you believe in it and you believe in yourself. And once you find that drive and that reason in your heart, go get it. Go get it. You can do it. It's awesome. Well, anyways, thank you for letting me ramble on a little bit and tell you a little bit about my story. We can get into more details of stuff later. Tell me if you liked the video, what you think about it. You guys ever need any inspiration, I'm right here waiting. I'm more than willing to help you out and talk about things. Knowledge is extremely powerful, but inner strength, passion, drive is where it's at. If you've got that, nothing in this world can stop you. Every opportunity's here to go do it. It may not be easy. Easy to find excuses. It's even harder sometimes to find a plan to make it happen, but you can do it. Believe me, if I can, you can. So I'll let you go, guys. I won't keep this any longer than we need to be. Let me know what you think. It's a crazy story. We're gonna go to the gym in a little bit, get a couple sets in there, have a little more conversation between my Instagram and YouTube. We'll keep posting it. To those that support me and believe in me, thank you. To those that see this and start their journey, thank you, and go get them, all right? So, all right, guys, we'll keep pushing forward and watch for updates as we get up to this next bodybuilding show. We're going to go back to Muscle Beach. We're going to own that stage in our 3-year anniversary, and we're going to tell everybody thank you, including Joe Wheatley. And this show's for all of you that support me, and this show is for all of you that are about to start your journey, because I believe in you. So on that note, I'll catch you later, guys.